Hey guys, how you doing? This is Rich Sheikh with further explanation on next generation Metaprise interactive system. If you guys have watched my previous videos and I explained you that how Oracle, SAP and Microsoft came up with world-class enterprise resource planning systems, and these are the highways the enterprises run on, and it takes lots of effort to implement these systems, and each system has pros and cons. Now what we have introduced here is Web3 and crypto to survive, and no doubt it is going to survive. It is at very infantile stage at this time, where it is basically running on very basic rudimentary systems. Even the blockchains are not perfected, I'm telling you. Blockchains provide the basic building blocks of this technology, if this disruption, but then discourse provide a basic interaction, a very small scale of like a communication and enterprise system. But the reality is it's not really a robust enterprise system. So it's just like that you have a small town being developed and it has a rough road, but at least the road is cut in. But this town is actually very near to all kind of cities, and it has all kind of potentials, and it is close to the beach. So what's going to happen if you want more people to come habitat this new town? What are you going to do? You are going to develop some infrastructure. You are going to build some hospitals, some colleges, some universities, and definitely build very nice roads. And so is the situation for crypto and Web3. So you have this huge potential, and this potential exists because of the three things, which basically the first one is decentralized autonomous organization structure. So everybody can feel and participate as an owner and can provide their potential and their input. The second thing really is the blockchain technology and security of it. And really the third thing is tokenization, and everybody can have the ownership at a small scale, bigger asset ownership with a very little spend. So these are the three things which can differentiate this new technology, new roads, new ways. And I do believe honestly this is a disruption. This is a disruptive technology and disruptive process, and hence needs to have a disruptive system. And that's the reason StudyStack is building Metaprise interactive system. Metaprise really means that a system that can not only suffice for an enterprise, but also with multi-enterprises, and that's the reason called Metaprise. It can provide not the interaction for its own employees and resources, but with everybody touching and feeling, and everybody can utilize it, and then basically it will become an interactive system. Now today what I'm going to explain you that how this system in overall going to help. What are the other ingredients of this system that can help you take your company from stage 0 to stage 10? So what are the other basic ingredients of this system? So think of this that as a three-dimensional triangle, and the base of the triangle is really the one side. Let's say if this one side of the triangle is people, the second side is process, and the third side on top of it, the system. So basically people, process, system. And now in this people, process, system, this layer offer you really development, which is from people to process. That's really the development. Process to system is really the documentation, and then right here is really your decentralization. So it's people, process, system, and how the system work and what are the layers. The first layer of this system is really the basic development. Whether let's say if you are NFT company and you develop certain pieces of art, and then you build some NFTs, and you even had NFT sale, that's all developmental steps. And then the next step really is that you need some advisory, and that advisory will take you open you up and take you to the next stage. It's just like, think of it that in the Web 2 side, even in Web 1 side, when there are companies and the companies are growing, they usually hire consultants like IBM of the world, and they really interview everybody and understand what they do day in and day out basis and how can they really create more efficiency. And so they start from people and they build a process. If you are a company in olden days, you basically have some consultant like IBM comes in, and IBM will come in, they will interview your people and they will understand what they do day in and day out, and then they will build a process, and that's called developmental stage. Okay, now when their process is optimized, they will document that process, and that's really called optimization or documentation. And that optimization and documentation then will create the system. And then this system will be so robust that it will work for every decentralized company. So the first layer is advisory. So we are providing advisory to the companies. We are like the IBM of the world when it comes to Web3 or crypto. So this is what we do as a first layer. The second layer is acceleration. So there are a lot of accelerators who then take the company to the next level and accelerate them. And then basically they're not just the advisories, but they also will really provide the acceleration of the company. They increase their speed at which they are working. Because if you really need to go from here to there, somebody can just tell you what to do, but acceleration is not really what, but how. So teaching you not what, but how. And then the next stage really is tokenization. So now you understood what you need to do, then you basically understand and somebody handholds you, and then how you do it, and then actually doing it and actually creating the tokenization. So that's the third stage. So there are some companies who just provide the advisory. There are other companies, they provide you only acceleration. And then there are another type of companies that provide you tokenization. Whereas StudyStack is providing you one-stop shop from A to Z, and I'm going to just explain. So first we help you with the advisory, then we help you with accelerating your company and increasing your speed, and then helping you tokenize properly so you could understand your real value today and at the launch. So that is really based on your technology, your people, your process, your automation, and your optimization. Now, our job is not really just understanding, but also taking you to the next level from increasing efficiency of your people, automating your process, and optimizing your process, and then creating this whole system so this can work, this whole flywheel can work for you. So basically the first layer, advisory, where what, the second layer is acceleration, how, the third layer is tokenization, is actually making you understand your value and making all of the industry understand your value. And then the next stage is marketing. Now basically that tokenization is tell what you're doing, how you're doing it, and what will be the value of that what you are building. And then the next thing is marketing in the world, so the other world can believe that what you're saying is true. So the leadership is not about knowing what you can do. Leadership is making other people see what you see. So that is what's marketing. And then the next stage really is capitalization. Now you understand what you need to do, how you need to do it, what is the value of what you are doing, then making other people understand your product and your valuation. Then the next stage is you capitalize on that value. Now people understand what you're doing, how you're doing it, what is your true value, understand your product and your process, and now they actually buy into your product and process, and that's called capitalization. Basically that's part of the fundraising and all that. And then really the last thing, your launch. So your launch is really at the tip of the iceberg, and then basically that system then create the entire flywheel where your product has to sustain and keep creating value. It's not just that you basically come in, you tokenize, you market, you capitalize, and then you launch, and then you go away. No, That is the tip of the iceberg. That's where you start, because if you have the right system, then you have a right flywheel, and then the right product going to really work on that. Just like Steady Stack, have different products. We are doing this whole process for ourselves too. And while we are doing this process and we develop this process for ourselves, we are making sure that all of the companies we are advising, or we are accelerating, or we're tokenizing, we help them all the way through. For example, our products are RWAs, real world asset. Our products are Stack ID. Our products are Stack Ventures. Our products are, mining. We have different products, and those products also are part of the process. And we are developing and optimizing this process that we are white labeling, not just for us, but everyone, so everybody can benefit for this optimization we are trying to create. So this is really the part of our entire flywheel. Now I'm taking you today inside of the flywheel. First, if you really want to understand what is the flywheel, what is really interactive system, then you need to watch my other video. But if you want to see what is inside of this flywheel and how we do it, then you watch this video. Now, as we keep going forward, I will taking you to the next step, that how this flywheel works, and how would then this take your product not 10x, 100x, actually 1000x, not just for the bull run, but for the bear run too. What would you do that you sustain, not just in the bull run, but bear run? And that's exactly the reason you will see in the bear run, 90 plus companies are going to be really cannibalized. What is going to be left is people who have the vision for long-term sustainable products, and that really are actually disrupting this technology and benefiting it from it, and benefiting the people and the other companies. There's no doubt, crypto is here to stay, but we are going to work together to take it to the next level with next gen systems. Till next time, I'll see you later. Thank you.